up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday. It's the hump day, last hump day of the month. So make it a good one. May 29th, 2024. Powering through this week. A little shortened, abbreviated week, so hopefully it's flying by for you. Please visit thebuckeyecast.com. Check out the shop. Get yourself something. Get yourself a mug, something to drink out of this summer. You got to stay hydrated, man. Whatever you're drinking. Fill it with whatever you like. It comes empty, so I can't fill them up legally. I would love to. I'd pour a bunch of bourbon in there, but they won't let me do that. Anyway, everything's on sale. Check out the video vault as well for your viewing pleasures. Free trials still going on. You get 3 days for free. You don't have to sign up with a credit card or anything. Free sign up, no strings attached. The way I like it. All right. So today we're talking about our guy, James Laurinaitis, also known affectionately as Threes around the Buckeye Nation, at least around here. And this is about how Ohio State's recruiting standards have changed. That was he was on 97.1 last week and had an interesting quote that really stuck out to me and made me really think about how the recruiting standards have changed, like gotten infinitely greater. What he said was, quote, "I'm not recruiting me," meaning James Laurinaitis, the 3-star from Wayzata High School in Minneapolis area, is not recruiting. He's not looking for that kind of athlete, right? So let's get into it. Let's talk about it, and we'll do a little comparison at the end between Tressel and Ryan Day in their recruiting prowess. I love it when people mispronounce, like put the accent on the wrong part of words, you know, like it's one I keep hearing. Harold, like you're widely heralded as one of the best receivers in the country. Some people say heralded. He's heralded as the best receiver in the country. I'm like, that's not right. Did you go to English class? Anyways, it's just funny to me. I'm not making fun of those people. I'm sure I say shit weird too. Call me. We'll talk about it. No, hit me up in the comments, though. I want to know what you guys think. If you agree, disagree, your thoughts. Let's get into it, though. So James Laurinaitis is not recruiting James Laurinaitis. And he said exactly that. So the Buckeye linebacker coach doesn't believe he would have been at Ohio State in this modern era. College football landscape is so much different than when James Laurinaitis was at Ohio State 16 years ago. Yeah, seems like a lifetime ago. Laurinaitis went on to become a second-round NFL draft pick, the top tackler in history of the St. Louis Rams, and now he's a linebacker coach for our Buckeyes. You got conference realignment. The NIL and transfer portal have drastically changed the landscape of the sport. So, and with that, over time, Ohio State has changed quite a bit too. Ohio State's always been one of the most successful programs in college football. It's always leveling up, coach to coach, decade to decade, generation to generation. It's always taking a step forward. And Laurinaitis played in 2 BCS championship games. Urban Meyer took the program to new heights on the field and in recruiting. And in the last 5 years, Ryan Day is maintaining that level in recruiting. Laurinaitis is back for his second year with the Buckeyes, his first as a full-time linebackers coach. But he said in his interview on 97.1 last week, quote, "The landscape of college football is continuing to evolve. Like nobody knows, is NIL still going to be here in a couple of years? Is it there next year with the new settlement? Who knows what it all looks like? You're just trying to hold on and evolve and adapt with it. And it just takes patience sometimes. And you've got to kind of figure out the way you want to do things." That's kind of, I would say that's the standard that Ohio State operates by, right? Is adapt. Okay, they throw another new loophole at us. So it's adapt, make a plan, move along smartly, not just emotionally or without thinking. So one thing that Laurinaitis knows is that he would not have been recruited by today's Ohio State program. He was a 3-star out of Wayzata High School in Minneapolis, Minnesota. He was one of those diamonds in the rough. That was the type of player that Tressel and his staff always liked to find, and he made a career of it. But former Buckeye coach and linebacker coach Luke Fickell gets credit for going to Minnesota. Laurinaitis says that he's the one that took the time, offered him the scholarship late in the process, and convinced him that he should be a Buckeye. But with today's Ohio State staff searching for the best players in the country, it's unlikely they would have spent much time and energy on a low-rated linebacker. Laurinaitis said, quote, "I also find myself wondering, I'm not going to lie to you, I was thinking about this the other day. In my situation now, with the way that we've gotten in recruiting, I'm not recruiting me. Does that make sense? I'm not going to Wayzata High School to see a 3-star who is the 542nd recruit in the nation. Today's Ohio State is not going down that path. The Ohio State back in 2005, I'm certainly thankful they did, but with that national recruiting has turned into and the expectation to be number 1 and number 2 class, I mean, you're not going after that slow 4.8 40-yard dash kid out of Wayzata. You're just not. He's right on. He's dead on accurate. We're all thankful that they did, that Tressel and Fickell took that chance on the kid from Wayzata, but we know his resume up and down, back and forth, but 3-time first team All-American, consensus All-American in 06 and 08, unanimous in 07, 375 tackles as a Buckeye, 24 and a half TFLs, 13 sacks, 9 picks, 2-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, Bronco Nagurski Award winner in 06, 2007 Butkus Award winner. And during his time at Ohio State, they won 4 straight Big Ten titles, played in back-to-back national title games. And Laurinaitis was inducted into the Ohio State Athletics Hall of Fame in 2018. What took so long? That's my question. He had to wait 10 years to get in. Somebody needs to look at that. Anyway, in today's college football, if Ohio State never offered Laurinaitis, he probably would have gone to Minnesota as he planned, and he would have had a good start to his career with the Gophers, then entered the transfer portal, most likely, where he probably would have wound up at a big program like Ohio State. I don't know if I go back and forth. I'm not sure he's a portal guy. He seems pretty loyal and sticks to one place. So I don't know if that's 100% true. But Ohio State is a different program than the Tressel days when Laurinaitis played. With all the consistent success, Ohio State's recruiting is on a completely different level today. So it's hard to do this comparison between the 3 coaches because there weren't recruiting rankings until like 2010, and Tressel, that was his last year. But you can go by record. 94 and 21 was Tressel's record in 10 years. 2002 national championship, 6 Big Ten championships, 9 bowl appearances, 7 seasons of 10+ wins. Recruiting, in 2010 he was 18. His class was 18th. I don't know if that's really fair over a 10-year career. But anyways, then Herb, he was 83 and 9, just in a short 7-year span. Obviously also won the college football championship, 3 Big Ten championships, only 3, should be noted, in 7 years. Recruiting, he was 7th, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 4th, 1st, and 1st. So that's a 3.5 class ranking. So that's how he ranked on average. Ryan Day, 56 and 8 over his career, 5 years, 2019 to the present. 39 and 3 record against the Big Ten Conference. 2-time Big Ten champs, 2019 and 2020. Made the CFP playoffs 3 times in those 5 years. recruiting rankings, third, fifth, second, third, third, third. That gives you a 3.17 class ranking. So actually better than Urban Meyer's, who everybody touts and kind of romanticizes the past when it's not actually true that Herb was a better recruiter. Going by the class ranking here, 3.85 for Herb, 3.17 for Ryan Day. So, yes, it's continuing to skyrocket, and now we're at the top of the top. You can't get much higher than an average of third, So, just wanted to point out the difference in how things have graduated since Tressel. Again, another step up every generation, every decade, and every head coach. So let me know what you guys think. Agree, disagree? It's kind of hard to disagree with that, but if you think that Herb was better than Ryan Day as a recruiter, I would like to know why. But anyways, talk to you later. Go Bucks.